Hey, what's up guys? It's Kyle Watts here. Today we're going to road trip out to Mishawaka, Indiana. We're headed to Evil Czech Brewery for the release of Lefty IPA. Some of you might know that Lefty was the three-legged dog from Gene Nagata and Kari. So we're going to go honor the life of Lefty and have an awesome IPA. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, we are here in Mishawaka, Indiana at Evil Czech Brewery. We are celebrating Lefty IPA release today, which is named after Gene Nagata and Kari Kennedy's former dog, who recently just passed away. It was a three-legged dog, so his name Lefty. So real quick, we're going to check out a clip on how all of this started.
You know, it started off with us thinking we had years left. And then it went down to, hopefully we have a few months left. After last night, we realized it's just a matter of days. Then she had another attack in the morning. So today is going to be all about Lefty. We're just going to give her everything she ever wanted and just try to make this the best day ever. It's one of the things I really want to do. It's on my bucket list, is to open up a brewery. Half of it will be like a little playground for dogs.
Brewery you can bring your dog to.
Yeah, it'll be so fun. I would love that.
And then we're going to have menu items that are named after the dog.
Oh, Lefty?
Lefty IPA.
Oh my god. If we ever brew an IPA, that would be the name of it. Lefty IPA. People would be like, what? That's a weird name for it, but we're named after this little one. Alright, so for those of you who saw the incredibly sad video about Lefty's last days, I won't do that to you guys again. This is actually good news. In that video, I had thrown out the idea that eventually we want to open up a brewery and we want to name our first IPA after Lefty. Now this is kind of like an out there idea. I mean, I don't know how to brew beer. I don't know any of this stuff. Now there was a comment and I saw it because a whole bunch of you guys liked that comment and boosted it up to the top. And the comment is from Drew and he says, sorry to hear about Lefty. I am a corporate chef for a family-owned restaurant. If you can get in touch to me your favorite image of Lefty, I would happily do a custom canning session with a custom Lefty IPA canning run. And then we got an email and it's super excited. I played your video for the owners and the brewery staff and they have all agreed, pending both of your approval of course, we would like to rename one of our flagship beers after Lefty and completely relaunch the branding. What? I think this is it. It's Evil Czech Brewery and Public House. Dang, this place is popular. Look, it has 772 ratings, 4.5 stars. Oh, how cool is this? I love YouTube because like things like this happen. Drew, we haven't emailed you back yet because I'm terrible responding to emails, but the answer is yes. Yeah, do it, please. That would be awesome. Such a cool legacy.
Gene, you buying like 8 beers or what?
Well, we took an order for a few people back there, so.
Probably one of them.
You guys are all set. Awesome.
Oh no, I'm not good at it. Oh yeah, you grab these.
the burger. The burger was delicious.
But that looks pretty insane.
On May 20th in 2012, while scrolling through Facebook, I came across a photo of a dog at the Lancaster, Los Angeles County shelter who had just had surgery the day before and was available for adoption. She was sitting with the biggest smile despite just having her leg removed, being wrapped up in bandages and sporting 60 staples keeping her together. I already had 2 dogs and certainly didn't have the financial means to have a third, but there was just something about her that said, "I'm your dog." I have always been fairly practical and would take time to think things through, but I didn't have to think for 5 minutes before I grabbed my bag and drove to the shelter to get her. I just knew she was meant to be for me and I her. I may not have been financially stable, but I was certainly rich in the love that I could give her. Upon getting to the shelter, I learned that she was actually a surrender, and her family had dropped her off with a broken leg, which she had had for over a month. With a few pen strokes and a $70 adoption fee paid, she was officially part of my pack. She adjusted incredibly well to being a tripod and would even run just as fast as my other dogs, Mozzarella and Chicky. Her resilience and perseverance rubbed off on me as I managed 2 jobs and school full-time on my own. A year later, I ended up with my 4th dog, PETA. She's actually here today if you'd like to meet her. And PETA is not the bread, but the acronym for pain in the ass. She really wasn't meant to stay with me permanently, but we all know how that goes. PETA was so tiny, and Lefty instinctually took on a mother role, following her everywhere and teaching her how to be a dog. They were besties for life. Over the years, Lefty was the special shining star to my little dog family, and everywhere we went, people loved her. They always asked her story and commended me for taking on a special needs dog. My favorite responses to, "How did she lose her leg?" were, "She used to be one of those surfing dogs, but there was a shark attack." Or to little kids, I would respond shaking my head, "You know, she didn't eat her vegetables." That one went well with parents most of the time. In 2018, I added one more to my pack, Gene. Little did I know he was the missing piece that would make our pack complete. Lefty was there when we met for the first time, and was the first dog Gene ever fell in love with, making her a special part of our love story. Having new subjects to film for his growing YouTube channel, Potato Chip, Lefty quickly gained popularity amongst viewers and certainly enjoyed having another person to spoil her. She slept in bed with us every night, as she did for every night since the day she came home with me. She even snored as loud as Gene. I suspect it was because of her abnormally long tongue. But her farts were silent but deadly. She was my couch buddy, and we had a special bond that I just can't explain. In 2019, she started to develop some mobility issues, osteoarthritis, which we anticipated due to her being a large dog with 3 limbs practically her whole life. She had been receiving chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical therapy for years prior in order to maintain her health and keep her active as she aged. Our goal was to keep her as pain-free and mobile for as long as possible. But in April of this year, she was suddenly diagnosed with glaucoma in both eyes, and despite medications and therapies, she was having attacks every couple days, forcing us to the emergency vet for mannitol to get her eye pressures under control. When heavily considering her existing afflictions and overall quality of life with glaucoma, we made the tough decision to have her euthanized at home and to make sure she would be able to enjoy her last days with us. It was May 15th in our backyard, surrounded by green trees and chirping birds. And it was the best that I could have hoped for her in that moment. It was by far the hardest thing I've ever done, and nothing could have ever prepared us for it. Gene documented our last moments with her and shared it on YouTube for the people who had come to love her, even never meeting her. I was overwhelmed by the amount of support and kind condolence our subscribers gave after learning of her passing. I always thought of her as just my dog, and only important to me, but after learning how much happiness she brought to others, it warmed my heart to know others saw how special she was, as I did when I first saw her on Facebook that day in 2012. One of those condolences came from Drew, who after watching the vlog of Lefty's last days reached out to comment on something that we had said in that vlog. In the vlog, we mentioned that one day, Gene and I would love to have a brewery and name the beers after our dogs, and the first would be Lefty IPA. Drew graciously offered he couldn't possibly make Lefty IPA a reality, and we were immediately on board. Which brings us here today, with Lefty IPA no longer being just a dream. With a portion of every sale being donated to Best Friends Animal Society, I can't think of a better way to honor Lefty. Best Friends Animal Society are nationwide advocates for animal welfare and promote animal rescue and adoption, something near and dear to my heart. Their motto is Save Them All, and the aim is to end pet homelessness. I chose Best Friends to receive these donations because I'm a firm believer of adoption and know the happiness and joy an adopted dog can bring to one's life. So it is my hope that every time someone drinks a Lefty IPA, that they think of her infectious smile and being happy living in the moment as dogs do. So, to Lefty. Thank you.
It's been an honor for us to be able to make this a reality for Gene and Kari, and it's been amazing to have our local community come out and support a vision that was kind of a random moment for me online, and then also a random moment for most of Gene's subscribers. There was this random comment thrown out there. I'm very grateful for everyone that has shown up tonight, shown up earlier today, and I would just hope that everybody can raise a glass to Lefty and support the cause moving forward. This is a beer that we want to not end today, but this is just the beginning. So, to Gene and Kari, let's let Lefty's memory live on for generations to come. All right? Yeah! So, everyone, raise a glass to Lefty.
Kari, are you taking this home?
Yeah.
Are you really?
If you're little.
Let's do it.
If I will let you, are you kidding me? Come on now.
We are, we're gonna have a van. To take
Hopefully, if we get the van, we'll come by and pick it up.
PETA,
Can you bring that on?
should Uncle Drew give it?
Yeah, well, if we
Yeah,
get a
okay,
van
there
and
we
do a
go.
road trip home,
Yeah.
then we'll pick it up. Hey, elbow touch.
It's a fun event.
Same. Thanks for coming, man. Take it easy.
All right, guys, that's it for me. It's time for me to head home. If you guys are in the Mishawaka area, please stop at the Evil Czech Brewery. I will leave links down below. And hey, while you're down there, please go hit that subscribe button, like the video, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos, gear reviews, tutorials, vlogs, or whatever I might also put out. So catch you on the next one. Later.